to loosen up. Not used to talking to a camera.
Welcome back, customers and contractors. This is Home Construction with Josh and Scott.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Scott.
Last time we were talking about communication and unforeseen circumstances.
This time we were going to talk to you. This is the final days of the project. Things are wrapping up. Subs are finishing their portion of the project. And the scheduling of that and how that can kind of be a little crazy sometimes, trying to get everybody in to finish up their part.
Well, you have, say, for instance, plumber can't finish with the fixtures until the tile guy's done. Paint touch-ups might be needed, a couple accessories, fixtures and stuff like that.
Cabinet hardware can't go on until they're painted or stained, cabinet-wise. And
yeah, you want to make sure you get people in on the last few days without bumping into each other and orchestrating that well and getting everything sealed up.
So even from last episode, the communication aspect of the end of the project is almost the most important time, because if you don't communicate with your contractor and your contractor doesn't schedule everybody, your project can just sit for a couple days until the plumber can come back and touch up. The hardware guy can come back and do all the adjustments to the doors. So you really have to stay on top of that, stay on top of your contractor, and the contractor should already be doing this, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's still a team effort at this point to get it all done.
So you're approaching the end of your project and you're conducting a walkthrough, doing inspections. You need to be pointing out stuff that catches your eye.
Yeah.
Make sure the contractor knows about those things. He doesn't have to be there, but you want to make sure that everything's covered and buttoned up.
And even create a punch list, or what we call a punch list, basically saying, during the day, at the end of the night when you're home, take a notepad and even some blue tape, take it in there, mark things that you don't know if it's finished or not, or if it's a paint touch-up. These are things that you not always have to be directly communicated. You can just, like blue tape, as contractors, we don't love it because we're feeling picked out, but that's what helps us get there the next day and start touching things up that maybe we missed. So walkthroughs towards the end is just to keep all the little things finalized and keeping things moving forward.
You don't want to leave the job when there's still things to do. You don't want to leave the job if you know that there's, a crack here or a missing thing here. You want to be able to leave the job 100% done, fulfilled, and then only have to worry about, say, like warranty stuff.
Yeah.
You don't want to have to worry about coming back to do anything. You want to be done, get paid.
Because as contractors, we're trying to be efficient too, because if we can get, if you call us up or the contractor calls the painter up and says you have a little touch up to do, and he comes by and does the touch up, and then the next day the customer sees something else, we all want to make sure that everybody says, go do a punch list. I think I'm done with everything. I've touched up all the things I know I need to see. Go through and see if you see anything else. So be careful too, not to just over ask questions as far as, hey, how come that's missing, or when is this going in? It's just a process, and if you let us get through it, the punch list is where we all ask those questions as far as why is this way or so.
To say you're non-confrontational and you don't want to, you feel pressured to just, tell a contractor all these things that might be wrong or just don't seem right. So just do it in your own time. Communicate that to your contractor. Say these are the things that we got to worry about in order to finish up the project, and go from there. You know what the most important part of the job is for a contractor? Getting paid.
Getting paid.
On time. You wanted the contractor to show up and do all this work. He wants to get paid.
It's just like your job. You go to work Monday through Friday. Friday, you want your paycheck that day. Whether you think you got everything done you were supposed to, but maybe your boss didn't. Don't treat us that same way. We have worked hard for you. It's time to kind of ante up. Yeah, if it's a good relationship, we're going to come back and take care of any, warranty issues or anything like that. So don't assume just because you pay us the final that we're just going to walk out of your life at that point. A lot of times we're trying to pay other people and we're having to come out of pocket because, we haven't had the final payment yet.
And most of the time people are going to pay on time. But one of the things that a couple things you have to look for, the time is coming. these people want their money. Everybody wants to be paid. You need to have funds available. You need to have a check. You can give them a check. You don't have to give cash. You have to give them a check, a good check, and don't make them wait for it.
Yeah.
Don't make them come out a separate time after they've already left with all their tools and the punch list is done. Everything's done. Don't make them come back to your house
Because usually,
just to collect a check, and don't send it to them. You want to have it there ready for them as soon as everything's done.
well, and usually we're, the day we meet with you to shake your hand and say thank you and give you the invoice, or if it's emailed or whatever, we're expecting the check that day, because the next day we're going on to the next project to treat the next customer with respect and carry on that way. So when we were on your job, you didn't see us leave, or I have to leave to go collect a check from my last job. That's going to slow your project down and the next person's project, and it's
just a pain.
it's just a pain.
You don't want to have to chase money.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to come knocking at your door. And sometimes things happen, but I don't know how many times that.
Don't wait till the end
Yeah.
and then say, "Oh, I need to transfer money from my cousin's nephew's."
Yeah, if your wife has
the
the checkbook, sorry to interrupt you. If your wife has the checkbook, get a check from her. Have her give you the checkbook. Don't let that kind of excuse be the reason that a guy has to wait the weekend or have to come back 30 miles or however long it is just to collect a check. It's just not fair. It's not conscientious either. So,
all right, now that we yelled at you guys,
yeah, now that we're done. Sorry, it's just the truth. I hate having to chase money. It's a pain in the butt, and nobody has time for that. And it makes me anxious too, because I've had folks say the check is in the mail, and then just so happens that the mailman doesn't come to get their outgoing mail for like a week.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here looking for a check, and it's not there.
So that is exactly your home project from start to finish.
Well, it's the fundamentals. Sure.
It's definitely the nuts and bolts, if you will. It's the beginning, the end, all that kind of stuff. So we'd still love to answer any other questions you guys have or continue other episodes. We'll probably do some series kind of like this down the road on certain processes or certain trades.
I want to do more tools.
But we'll do tools, but a lot of questions and answers. We know what we know, but we want to help you know what you don't know, or what you want to know.
Help you know what you don't.
Makes sense.
We want to share.
We want to answer your questions, whether we know it or we can find somebody to know it. We definitely want to do some interviews with other contractors that we work with. Gary England might be on the show.
No, we won't.
Emily Sutton's going to be here next week. Josh being a tile guy, we'll go into some tile projects.
I would love to talk more about tile and all the things that go along with that, because it's multiple trades in
Yeah.
one. There's so many. There's framing, there's plumbing, there's demo. That's a lot of fun. And
but even the painting, we'll maybe interview some painters, interview some electricians on why they have to do things a certain way and why they're so freaking expensive all the time. But
yeah,
we want this channel to grow with the needs and wants of our viewers. So send us questions, send us insights, and we'll get them answered.
I'm gonna try.
That's perfect. So thanks for tuning in for episode 3 of Home Construction with Josh and Scott.
If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Most importantly, if you have a question about home remodeling, renovation, repairs, construction, put that down in the comments or shoot us an email. I appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you next time.
Sweet.
Peace. Would you give her a Cheez-It? You got a Cheez-It, Jade? Yeah? Oh, Ellie wants one.
Damn it, Josh. Let's get this done.
Ellie, come here. Ellie, come here. Now go.
Get.
Go. Go.
Please put that in somewhere.
Go. Get out of here. Oh, why? Hey, babe. Good. Just about to do an outro. She's calling on a break.
We're working here.
I know. I gotta get her off the phone. Yeah, we're recording. Oh, how much time you got?
Okay, bye. Love you.
Yeah, technically so. All right, I'll call you back in. Good. Everything's going good here too. Yeah. I love you. Bye, babe. I love her. It's been a while since she's been gone, like a whole Saturday.
How now, brown cow? Yeah, now you're way lower than
This
I like it.
This is reality right here. I am taller than you.
Okay.
So, approaching end of the project. So you're approaching the end of your project, and so while you're approaching, so you're approaching the end of your project, and you're doing some walkthroughs. Not doing some walkthroughs. So when you approach the end of your project, you need to be doing things. So when you approach,
Here, let me have your hat.
no.
What? I don't have a big head.
I don't let people use. I don't wear other
You
people's
got me
hats.
self-conscious about my hat. I always wear a hat. When do you not see me with a hat? Hardly
You
ever.
can have a hat, but I'm not asking to like try your shoes on or anything. Like some germs are just meant to stay with the person. So, like I can wear the hat, but when you wear the hat, you put your head pieces of Scott start to become in my hat, and then I have to wash it. And just rather you not wear my damn hat.
My pieces are in your hat. Got
Yeah,
it.
little pieces of
No, I
Scott,
get
little
it.
cells, and
I got it.
your hair follicles and your sweat
All
and
right.
your
Welcome
oil. You
back,
run hot, so like you probably sweat in my
customers
damn
and
hat,
contractors.
and then you give me back a sweaty hat.
This is home construction.
Just get your own hat.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. This episode's sponsored by MidFirst Bank. They're true to your money.
Thanks for watching.